Good morning. Good morning, people. And it is a good morning. Alexa, what is the date and time?
It's 6:13 a.m.
What is the date?
It's Thursday, May 19th.
May 19th at 6:13 a.m. Good morning, people. Good morning, thriving warriors and those who wish they were. And I mean that literally. We all have to be something, right? Why not be our best? So, if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. There'll be at least one video every day, as long as that's possible. And these videos are for people who are or want to be thriving warriors, not really for the naysayers. There's enough stuff to complain about, find fault with, etc. For those people, I would suggest Teddy Roosevelt's Man in the Arena speech, where the credit belongs to the doer who's in the arena, not the critic, not the person who takes pleasure in pointing out where it could have been done better, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Again, that's not the purpose of this. So again, shameless plug, not really shameless. We're proud of this book. I can promise you that if you have this book and you use this book and every day you learn these poems and speeches, they will make you better. Also, for those who didn't see yesterday's video, this arrived yesterday. This is volume 1.0. This is the sample of the monthly Boxable book. And we are going to be looking for people to join our publishing team. So we're busy up here at Camp Rain Man developing the publishing process, and we are very excited about it. A lot of moving parts, very high tech. So let's see, today is Thursday. I will be in Las Vegas today. I'll be leaving here probably by 10. Hope to see Jeannie when she's down there. And I don't know what Charlene's schedule is, but I'd like to talk to Charlene about publishing because she has volunteered to be on this side, the mail processing side, which is very important. Let's see what else. Hope to see Valerio again today, and talking to people to see how we can help them and talk about how we maybe have let them down, their expectations. You can't give in to the environment. You need to try to mold the environment to your idea of it. Also, we got another new student, new person yesterday. So welcome. Everybody, please welcome him. We're part of a family, and as being part of a family, we need to act like a family. You know, this is the family you've chosen to be part of. As they said at the Carnegie Mellon speech, you could not choose the family you're born into, but you can certainly choose the family that you are part of here. And your level of involvement in that family will have a great impact on what you get out of it. Okay, got a call 2 nights ago from somebody who's no longer in housing, who shouldn't have been in housing for a while, but he's no longer in housing just because this program is not for him. Calling me, asking for information. I said, why don't you call your roommates? He said, I don't have their numbers. It's like, what? You've been living with these guys for 2 months. How can you not have their phone number? Well, and then the excuses start. This is the family you're part of now. This is your tribe, as David Logan says. So let's make the most of it. We're here to help each other. And as people who go to City Impact know, they always come back feeling better because they help people and they're around people who appreciated the help. When you help people in the program, they will feel better and they will help you in return. That's just how it works. Okay, we are at 5 minutes and 10 seconds into it. Let's see what Seth Godin has to say. He's talking about false metrics appearing real. False metrics appearing real. Just because they're easy to measure doesn't mean they matter. If they appear in round numbers and are easily compared to those from others, we're tempted to compare. But something that looks like a useful metric might not be. If you're working with people who say they care about measurement, it might not pay to persuade them to stop measuring. It might make more sense to give them useful numbers to measure instead. Okay, so we're all subject to these false metrics. Metrics are, let's just say they're numbers. We all fall prey to false metrics, to false numbers. And one thing you can find yourself doing or catch yourself doing is if you have a number that is compelling to you, ask yourself the question, where did that come from? Why do I feel compelled to believe that? Let's see. What is that? Okay, text came in. So false metrics appearing real. Let's get to the bottom of it. Keep it real. Do your best, etc., etc. What are we trying to do here? We're trying to help you get from point A to point B. We are a resource, especially those of us here at Camp Rain Man. And just parenthetically, anybody who has been through Camp Rain Man and earned their hat, their black hat with green, anybody who's earned that has the right to come up here over the weekend if we have an empty bed or any time to rejuvenate, get back to whatever. So that's a resource that's open for everybody who has earned their hat. And we encourage you to do it. So we're here to help you get from point A to point B. We have tools. We have our courses. And let's see, we're about 8 minutes into it. So let me talk about courses. It's really easy to find a YouTube video that you like, that appeals to you, that speaks to you. Why does it feel good? Because it releases dopamine or serotonin or oxytocin. That's why it feels good to you, is because it releases chemicals. However, that's not enough. Feeling good because you watched a video that inspired you is not enough to change your life, to move you forward, etc. You need to do more. You can go out and try to build your own fully developed curriculum, fully developed plan, process on how to move forward. I would say to you, the best thing to do is just to take our book. I'll have to bring one in here. I do not see the exercise book. Get our state pen exercise book, which is going to be changed to the field manual book. Get that and study that as your starting point. And then you can branch off into whatever you want if you then feel like it. But I can assure you, anything that is contrary to neuroscience is not supported by fact. We support AA, but not for the reasons AA says. AA doesn't work because of why they say it works. It works because it releases certain neurotransmitters in your brain based upon certain beliefs that you have. That's why it works. Not because of belief in a higher power. It works because you release neurotransmitters because you believe in the higher power. You don't have to believe in the higher power. And over time, AA changed that. Originally, it was God to now it's any higher power. It could be, whatever. So, okay, 10 minutes and 10 seconds into it. To wrap this up, to sum this up, what I would say is we're part of a family, we're part of a tribe. Know the people who are with you. Reach out, use the resources. Craig is down at the apartments. You can call him, text him, write him, signal him. Jeff, Beaux, and Greg now all share a common service number. So you call that number, which I should tell you what that is. That number is 702-268-9988. 268-9988. I'll put that in our thing down below. That is the number. You call that number. The phones of Beaux, Jeff, and Greg will simultaneously ring. My phone won't ring when you call that number because my phone rings when you call the 765 number. And you can't have two numbers that ring. So that's where we are for now. But if you call the 765, my phone will ring and Jeannie's phone will ring. So, okay, we're 11:36 into it. And now I am going to look up to the right. Yesterday was the only easy day. What does that mean? That means you need to have an outlook towards life that you're going to do a little bit more today. You're going to try a little bit harder today. You're going to push yourself just a little bit more. So when you go to bed at night, you feel you did the best you could. And I can promise you that if that's the approach you have to life, that every day you're going to do just a little bit more, or every day you're going to strive that when your head hits the pillow, you know you did the best you could. You don't have any guilt or shame or remorse. You'll release certain neurotransmitters, serotonin, oxytocin, maybe dopamine. You'll release those neurotransmitters, and that will compel you to do it again tomorrow. And then pretty soon it will become unconscious behavior, which we call a habit. And so 12:32 in, I will say cut. Okay? Cut.